Okay, so one of the weird things in the chronic pain, chronic illness community that isn't talked about very often is something that might be a little bit niche to those that grew up with chronic pain or chronic illness. I just went to one of my first doctor's appointments of the year. Nothing serious, just, checking in, all that jazz, getting the blood work done, just seeing where my baseline is of things. And also checking in to see what we can get looked at throughout the year. And the funny thing is, honestly, after the appointment, she said, okay, so I want to see you for your yearly checkup. And it reminded me to do this video about how strange it is as someone with chronic conditions, chronic pain, chronic illness, someone who grew up with them. I genuinely don't know the difference between a normal appointment of just checking in on everything and what is a yearly checkup. Seriously, I've had to ask my family, I've had to ask my doctors, and you know what's interesting is I don't think most of y'all know what a yearly checkup is supposed to be either, including doctors sometimes, because I've gotten different answers. Some do a whole lot. Some don't do much at all. In fact, it's just kind of like a, hey, let's just do your blood work and check your blood pressure. Some are very invasive. So I don't think we talk about it enough because we just expect that, well, we know how it works and that's how it works. But I'm curious, how inconsistent it might actually be. Genuinely, and we just are too uncomfortable to talk about it, or we just think we know what the answer is, so we don't talk about it. And as someone who had to go to the doctor many more than one time every year for most of my formative years and had no idea what a yearly checkup actually is, I am now 40 and still clueless, apparently. So, does anyone know? What is supposed to be a yearly checkup versus if you have chronic stuff and you're constantly getting labs and tests when you go into the doctor? Maybe this is very just completely niche of being a chronic person who has chronic check-ins and lab works and tests. But, yeah, that's one of the videos I wanted to make this year of some things that the chronic community, chronic pain and illness community don't talk about a lot. Maybe it's because we don't even recognize how different this is, but I sure do. I plan to talk a little bit more on some things that might be less talked about or less understood or unexpected about being a chronic pain survivor over the year. So thanks for watching. I hope your year is starting well, and I hope if you have any doctor's visits that they go as smoothly as my last one did. God bless y'all. Ciao for now. Bye!